we live? Let's just double check. It says you're not lying. Yeah, you're lying. Something will be coming after stream. When you start the middle of that stream, will be coming soon. Is it a stream delay? Did a stream delay? And yeah, there's a stream delay, but we can handle it. So if you have any questions or anything, I'll be talking to you guys until I do until I go on Fortnite. So yes. So yeah. Delete that. And then go back to my stream as yeah, since it's like ish. And yeah. It's just like a few seconds till the okay, that's enough. That's not the headset, but okay. Yeah. So. Any questions on me? There will be a new video coming out soon. Let me just go back. Just like a few seconds till the okay, that's enough. Let me go on this. I made a new video. Like I'm gonna start recording a video. No. Admin never made videos. That's great. Right. I made voiceover, guys. I made voiceover. Let me go on this. I made a new video. No, guys, wait a minute. Wait, let me change the title. Let me just change that hat off. Why can't I not please? Because the video. Hello guys, I'm welcome back to another video. Okay. Like at the end. Like this, yeah. Okay, never mind. Talking to you guys. But that much charging okay right now. Okay. You can watch some YouTube, guys. Let's watch some YouTube and get some watch our go like my life. Yeah. But we live. Wait a minute, guys. No, it's not made for kids. Now I can see my live chat from here. Yeah. Now I can see it now. Hope you're out there. Yeah. It's in manager. Right. Yeah, good now. Good guys, that's what. Good. Working. Right. Right. The quality is good. Let's watch some YouTube. Let's watch some Ultra. Let's watch some Fortnite emojis. Wait, let me put my earpods on, guys. 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute, guys. I'm gonna go and plug in my earpods. I'm just gonna go plug in my earpods. And I'll be telling with you. Bluetooth. Fortnite. Montage. I'm gonna turn the volume down, guys. It's gonna be so loud. Montage. Volume. No, slower. That's why.
Hello? I just want to give a quick shout out to my man Barney is Stinky. Y'all know the drill.
Come on, let's watch this montage. Let's host that Wow, so good. Why are you touching me get invisible? It's not even invisible. How are you making those smoke? Why are you doing it? That's why the minute guys, baby. Oh, it's a good montage. I'm already live. We gon' get the bag, get the racks, get the cash, yeah. Hit that bitch with no condom, then dash, yeah. Tryna get brain, have bread in the patch, yeah. Oh, let me plug the main plug just to call you. Which is gonna get my charger for. Get the stash, yeah. That's straight flash, yeah. She keep stressing, bluff is sweet and relax, yeah. What the funny pussy thinking just because I'm famous? They thinking that I don't keep a fucking stainless. I'm swinging that chopper, I leave that boy brain on damage. My bitch, she bad and she be saying I'm saying my Glock is cock point at your brain. And you said that niggas really on the game, but these niggas be pussy and they be false claim. I'm a beast in the streets, pussy boy, you can't slay. The fuck, you pussy niggas on nigga. Fuck that slide, she pass it up on nigga. I didn't get cash, get this shit on my own nigga. I ain't grown, but a nigga act grown nigga. For that bitch and I'm just dead and I'm cold nigga. What the fuck, these pussy boy think they on nigga. I'm smushy fuck with the cologne nigga. He think that he really good, but he hear a clone nigga. Chanel on my back, she like living fast. She wanna fuck with me cause we getting cash. I
haven't seen his name in fucking 4 months.
Who?
We're so high up.
Clear them out, and that's what we watched just go down here at the Misty Meadows. That's gonna need, that team's gonna.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go watch this, guys. Let's watch a new AFM Studios.
These dudes have RPGs under it.
Let me change the texture, guys. I'm to live watching the FNCR.
Oh yeah. Okay. Just gonna play one more. One died. I have died. This is so shit, this weapon. You just want me to go kill people and then you stay up? No, we have to stay together.
How much money?
You guys should play same layer. You don't have many maps.
10,000.
Stay on my thing.
You guys need to play same layer.
How much AR do you have? How much AR do you have?
There's 200.
I need some. Like 50. Look down right here. Everyone's dying. Hey, pulls back. Pulls back.
What is this kid doing?
Tournament.
Wait, is that my ball? I should get the.
Let me turn slow down.
Oh, cause that's 3 spots.
Yeah.
Don't aim, just hit fire. Oh,
Answer.
Don't
Turn
wait.
on white.
Daddy, stab in this box. It's a green thing, Dad.
Okay, stay on 100 health because you have
it's flopper, flopper. Wait, is that flopper?
I don't know.
That is not a flopper. That is part of the wood.
I have so many max. I'm max filled.
Gosh, I just got
Guys,
here.
if you just be in the stream, guys, if you guys want to see it, I'm going to turn on the captions if they do it. If you want to see the captions or some, don't know some the song, but sometimes captions don't work.
Hey, he's a 3.
Did you watch this? I'm just hope you enjoy. I will be turning my audio off now. Nah, I'm not. Come on. If I'm sleep, I'll.
Killed one.
He's floppering. He's got a body.
No. Fuck.
Okay.
Oh, nice try.
Get my shotgun out.
Dude, I can't see the zone.
Let's see what we got. 10 points in 5 games.
It's not
We
my
got
guys.
6th place.
You lost that, but.
How?
Oh my god, we played 5 games, bro. The comeback. Let's get 100 gifted.
Wow, that's crazy.
I'm getting ahead, I'm getting us ahead,
Ferris, stay with 6 months. Ace with the Twitch Prime. Elf takes hold with
I'm
7
out of
months.
hearts,
Cone
I'm
with
out
the
of
tier 1. Oliver with the 5 months. Lupo with the 2 months. Shockwave with the Twitch Prime. And
Out of hearts,
Sausage Shine. Appreciate the subs, boys. If you are new to the stream, all I ask is that you follow. Seriously, it is free, yo. Follow. It's so free, bro.
Even do I get notifications? Yes, I do. What?
Lupo with the 2 months. Shockwave with the Twitch Prime. And Sausage Shine. Appreciate the subs, boys. If you are new to the stream, all I ask is that you follow. Seriously, it is free. 7 months. Cone with the tier 1. Oliver with the 5 months.
My culture is okay, but. Like,
If you didn't spam for once, maybe I can kill you. But I actually have skill, and I actually try to use not auto fire to kill people. But I don't think you know what that is because
oh, he's busy. Let's just watch this guy, then I'll be off. TNG. Oh, yeah, let's just watch this too then, yeah? Hope you enjoy. Yeah, little.
For console babies, yeah.
Under us, pulls back.
Yeah. Just stay on my tarp.
Yeah.
RPG, we need to find that team.
Yeah.
Oh, I see Matt's down here.
What do you want? Get it, can you get it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Let me see if I can get it. I got it.
41, we gotta get ahead.
It was 1 brick.
You ahead. Connect down, Apostle, connect.
Yep.
That was
so worth.
Edge zone. That's a kill in there. There's a kill in that box. Keep shooting that box.
How does that even happen? How do you get 1 brick?
30 bullets. Do you
Like, does the
have
kid
AR?
just die with
No,
one
no,
brick
30,
on his
30.
body?
Kill that
Yeah,
kid.
I don't know. Maybe he was like capped down. There's
Wait,
one
you
extra. I
can't
don't know.
Okay, if you die to zone,
Spray this, spray this.
do you drop
Right here,
siphon
kill right
mats
here,
no
kill
matter
right
what?
here.
Like, say nobody
Yeah.
kills you, but you die to
Is he
zone.
dead?
Do you drop siphon mats?
Yeah.
Okay, then a
He's
kid
in the
was
middle,
capped out
looking
on
at us.
brick,
Careful,
and then
33 blue.
I have 0 AR.
there was
I
one
am,
extra
I
brick, probably. That's
I'm
just
at
so
AR,
weird.
I'm at AR. Okay. Who has shark splashes?
Pulls back, it pulls back.
Remember
I
you
do, I
kill
do.
someone
I
and it
have
goes
five, I have
instantly to
Get
your
ready, guys,
inventory,
get
bro?
ready.
Careful, they're
Those
about
are
to
the
That was
days.
fire.
Play or something.
Dude,
We
why
gotta-
is
we
it kind
gotta
of hard
pressure
for
this
them?
team.
Oh, he doesn't have AR,
They're
that's
going down,
why.
they're going down.
Okay, that makes sense.
I only have 86 or 15 AR, 15 AR.
We only need a few more points, guys.
Give me your chug splashes, give me your chug splashes, give me your chug splashes.
I got AR! Oh, it's not a lot, it's not a lot.
Oh no, I thought I just ordered tacos.
Nope. Ramen,
Burgers?
milk from the store, and
Cookies?
Wow, me hungry.
Here, I'll call some friends to help us eat.
Yeah, that's good idea.
Get more from your neighborhood.
Hey, yo, Grover.
DoorDash.
Oh, look, David. My delivery's here.
You got your birdseed bread, your birdseed butter, and an 87-pound bag of birdseed. Enjoy.
Whoa.
And that's just lunch.
Get more from your neighborhood. DoorDash.
Now you're seeing another finish that's going to be around Salty Towers. The first match that we have here in this round 4 had a Salty Towers finish, but it went north. This time we're going to get a lot of sandy fish. I got the flip-flops back on. I got the sunscreen back on. I got the Ray-Bans back on, and I'm here to see it. And let's see who. At the same time, though, I really feel like a sand tunneling rotation could be, it's not the wave. I mean, I don't really like it.
It's not, yeah. No, because there's so much interruptions in the way, you know, in terms of like builds, different houses, streets, you can't really sand tunnel over.
Yes.
At the same time as well, we were just looked at that top 5. The top 5 right now are kind of in their own echelon of gameplay, kind of in their own wave and atmosphere of how they're approaching this game. They literally look like how they would look while they're playing grand finals. That's Hen's trio. We have Analex on there too, Kaizen, Lizen, and Wyzip, Snap, Miro, and then Kinzel as well. But I feel like we're all qualified. We're going for a vacation in the sand, Sancho. They'll get a vacation straight over to what's it called? The heat stage as well, the semifinals. So
semifinals.
These guys will have a very good time there. They're looking really good in gameplay today. Big props to them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. First class all the way, and that's the kind of way you want to get into the semifinals. You don't want to be gifted through series points. You don't want to squeak your way through. But we have been seeing the players who do squeak their way through. Actually, our wild card round of Rojo's trio able to get to a top 10 finish in the FNCS. So, hey, long as you get invited to the dance, you may have a good time. As Hen gets a nice sniper on Janice and Chapik. So now Hen now is going to be cooking up. This is one of been a premier player in the EU region. A lot of people have been picking them a dark horse for a moment in time, but now he is no longer a dark horse. He is a front runner to take it all, and right now sitting on top of the board looking really good and finding himself a newly formed trio. I feel like Hen was one of those guys that jumped between different duos. He was kind of like a filler, and it looks like he may have found that home and a very solid trio going forward. But the action is still building up because this is the final round here as we see this trio of Great Demon Shakos trying to get the harpoon. But the lobby says not so fast, and the max pool is going to be dangerous for this entire side. And that means Nico's, Blastors, and Alpha's trio are going to be very dangerous for being lobby focused, but maybe Sen may save them right now, Shayo.
Absolutely. The big thing as well to note is that although all these guys might have their invites overall towards the next stage of the competition, everyone else right now who's below kind of 90 points is in trouble. They might not have a guaranteed slot held for them on the next stage of competition. It'll be very difficult. Even the top tier right now is getting pressured, Sancho. It'll be crazy to see who is ending up in the best spots for this end game. Right now, there's also just 2 trios kind of inside that safe circle as well. So we'll see how they move overall.
Yeah, and this is huge for Pablo's trio right now. They're on the outside. They were tied for that 10th place. They went into this match with 64 points. They're only getting 2 points, and they're going to run right into first place. So this is going to be a dangerous situation for this trio who are fighting for all they can to get into that top 10 already. Janice's trio is already locked in. They are first place. But look at Pablo on the bottom of your screen making this sand rotation. You just see Downs right there run into that water. And when you run into that water, you get knocked out of the animation. And Downs and ETQ and Pablo are fighting for their top 10 lives for a moment because already there's so many trios that are right behind them. So Pablo, hold on, brother, as much as possible because it's going to come down to this right here, right now to survive that rotation. It looks like they did, Shayo.
Absolutely, they did, but just by the skin of their teeth. Once again, these guys are the ones who were on that tiebreaker slot. Queasy, though, rolling in with Raxo. they're also looking in a little bit of trouble. Top 7 right now, 89 points up against 67 for Pablo Wingu. And now they've collided. Nothing's guaranteed for either trio so far. Qualled 146 points. It really elevated him, and Kaizen are trying for a little bit victory lap, but the tires actually go flat on the track there for them. They're going to go down shortly. Noah Riley, Reason, and Vidil are still alive and online up in height. Kaizen is looking for the clutch. 5 elims so far. He's pushing the rest of the top 10 down. They need to take him out. He's now frozen at 147. Okay, let's see. Noah Riley and Reason still on height. Vidil goes down in points, hopefully. There we go. 68 points for Noah Riley. The Harpoon getting a few more mats. That Sniper still alive, trying to make the dream happen. And Frey's there too. Every team we're watching right now is trying to qual. None of them have a guarantee in the top spot. The results will be from their actions in this last zone, Sancho West.
Absolutely, and Noah, Vidil, and Reason could punch their way in right here, right now, as they have another trio down below. And the big beams and big hits, the big shots. Vidil, Reason backing up with the beams, and Noah Riley is now going in right into the mess as much as possible. They have 70 points right now. Down goes Raze, who was in the 60s. Bad Sniper goes down. Noah Riley and Vidil, Reason are coming from the back of the pack to get themselves into that top 10 seed as much as possible. Now it's all about textbook, as Noah Riley going in with that tack attack, getting some big hits, and let's say yes, Vidil, Reason, and Noah Riley get the victory royale. And wow, I'm going to take a breath here for a second and congratulate the winners of the qualifier one here of Hen Jennison, Chapik 74 getting 189 points, 2 victory royales at 88 elims. But Shield, the story here, brother.
A lot to take in. A lot. Dennis and Chapik, these guys did go down a little bit earlier in that game, but they had such a good display of a game of region. Shy Wager and Sancho West on the mic. Sancho, how are you feeling today?
I am feeling great. It is Valentine's Day here, and it is prime time in the EU part of the world, and we're all gathered here today to figure out who's going to be the first 10 into the semifinal stage for the FNCS Season 5. Let's go, Shia. Let's get it.
It all starts here. The first round 4 to watch. The top 10 is what we're focusing on, but there's many different stories coming into today, Sancho.
So many.
Some people who are up high off the hot takes, looking at, people like Anlex looking to hold their spot up top. But this trio we're watching right now, all the way down on the south side of the map, Juker, Plains, and Tarper God, we're coming in close to 33rd in the qualification for today. So they're looking to come from the outside in. Right now, though, Savage, iDrop, and Tayson, they're looking strong, but have a huge 6 fights ahead of them at Salty Towers.
This is going to be the showcase kind of POI, and we have so many here for you folks to kind of highlight. This is going to be the one at Salty Towers that we've been seeing so many high-profile names drop here in Salty Towers. So now it's up to Bad Sniper to slow down Mr. Savage and Tayson. Now you see Tayson sitting up very high here, looking out, being that scout, holding Tripper at his line here. But you're already seeing Bad Sniper taking some hits, and iDrop. Now Tripper is getting bopped. But here, another showcase, and we're going to go ahead and kind of jump across all the way across the island to see this big-time showcase at Steamy Stacks, Sayo.
Yeah, this Steamy Stacks matchup is actually so much hotter than before. And Dread here, as per usual, Ref's guard right beside him, Scram down at the moment, but up against AR Baffo, who's down at the moment, and passive as clutch.
And every time you got to pay attention here, folks. These drop spot battles are going to matter so much so going forward as Andretta confirms Baffled. These are the kind of engagements that you want to keep an eye on as much as possible, because this is going to set the course for the rest of the ride here. Again, we have 6 games, and already it's going to be a tit for tat right now, as Refsguard now has to Void. Passive and Void are going to have Refsguards on the run. It is a huge advantage. It's a 2v1.
And we saw a lot of this happen yesterday with Void and Passive. These guys are coming in 3 wins off of round number 3, second place overall. They knew how to kind of condition Steamy Stacks, bait people in first, usually to the central building, and take 1 or 2 people out before confirming those eliminations. Honestly, one of the most strong trios here playing today. The most wins from before, and wins matter so much today, Sancho, as well. I see them, if they end up winning Steamy Stacks game 1, to continue from game 2 and onwards as well.
And it's going to be one of those things that we're going to have to keep an eye on for the rest of the way. You at home have to keep an eye on as well to see how is Refsguard and Indretta and Scram are going to come back here in match 2. At the same time, these two have been battling throughout the entire season. They know each other like the back of their hand. And that's what we're talking about when it comes to EU region. You already talked about it, Shayo, at the opening of the match 1, how so many teammates are kind of mixed and matching. We have little hodgepodges here and there. I mean, you mentioned that we have duos kind of pairing up with new trio mates all of a sudden. That's what's really exciting.
At the same time, it's kind of like staying consistent for a lot of the trios that we're used to watching. People like Nikov, Blaster, and Alpha on your screen. We have Miro and Swag still playing together as well. With Snap, it's just really nice to see some of the same things we watched before that reign true, like a low ground trio that does really well, still playing with each other again and making sure that there is still some consistency in the region. I'm excited to see how these guys do today. A little bit of a middle of the pack in round 3 yesterday, but it's to be expected when you're trying to keep things consistent. You're just trying to fly by. Today's the day to pop off, though, and get that top 10.
And you talk about consistency in trio, Enelix, Snazzy, and Squeeze. Is Snazzy going to be that new member there as we're replacing Janice from the past FNCS trios? And we're getting first taste here of some interesting, quests that you're seeing. And Reese kind of talked about the gold and how gold could be a factor and how gold could be a huge kind of, so much things you could do with this currency that has been introduced into competitive. You could upgrade your shotgun weapons. That's going to be huge. You could also find exotics. I already seen some Twitter clips out there in the social sphere of the dub shotgun making some big noise out there. So be interesting to see as we see a snipe comes out from Michael. We did see a stat here that the EU region has the most snipe elims throughout the world, Chayo.
They also have some of the trios that have just control of their spots better than any of the world. Mexi, Virox, and Michael do that at Dirty Docks. You were talking about exotics as well, Sancho. I think they play a big part in those endgame niche box fight moments, but it's control of the map, being able to play for Storm Surge, things that Virox, Michael, and Mexi are so good at doing outside from Dirty Docks on this rotation. You have so many mountains you can exploit, so many mountains you can camp behind as well. They're doing it so well so far, landing tags, and I feel like these guys are going to have a great 6 games today.
And if this is your first time watching competitive Storm Surge, it's going to be a huge factor for these trios. That is a huge kind of piece of the puzzle they have to solve. That's going to determine how they're going to rotate, how aggressive they're going to be in the middle game, in the end game, and more importantly, if they're going to survive. Because Storm Surge tags are going to be quite nasty. It hits 25 HP for being the passive player, and that's why you're seeing this utility item of the sniper be such a prominent use in the FNCS competitive scene. Not only does it does massive damage, especially a headshot, but it allows you to go on through. Michael getting that tag right there allows Mexi and his trio mate to kind of rotate easy. Now we've got a nice look here at the new POI, Stealthy Stronghold. You got to watch out because not only it's a new one, but there's a Predator running around in this POI.
Yeah,
most likely he's gone, though.
He's gone for now. But still, they're hunters. They're hunters in the POI still.
Oh, yeah.
Heatsy, Snagged, and Steelix. These guys
agree.
coming in 4th place off of yesterday. No wins either, so they're kind of reigning true to what, Reese and Levin are always trying to preach, the analysts of the region, that consistency ends up winning games. You don't always need victory royales. I feel like, though, when coming out of round 4, wins do have to matter somewhat to stay in the top 10. We're actually getting updates from a lot of our top 10 teams from yesterday overall. That first game, Sancho, momentum means so much. If these guys make the right decisions, if they have a good game number 1, it's going to be so much easier for them to control the map in the next few games.
Here is the control of the map that's breaking down right here on this rotation of Virox, Michael, and Mexi running into that Cammy split trio of Browner and that company right then and there. You're going to see a lot of rotations kind of colliding here as they're getting smushed by the safe zone. As you see already, the first zone has been revealed here. And this is the moment here you got to figure out. Checking early engagements is usually not a great idea. So right now, they're just kind of keeping pace, making sure they're keeping an eye on each other. And speaking of a hunter, we have some deadly trios about to be hunted down right now. Steelix is right now the eye of some danger of eye drop, Savage, and Tayson. And this is a trio you don't want to see. What are they doing way over here?
I have no clue, but honestly, camouflage in the jungle actually gets discovered. Now a pinch turns into a crazy messy box fight, and these guys are right in the middle of it.
Here we go. Heatsy now trying to get hold onto the stair. The stair's being held down tight for the moment. No spray tags going through. Now Heatsy and Snagging in a little bit of stalemate, and it's going to be a good old-fashioned storm fight. And this is actually a good place to fight in this storm here, considering that Stealthy Stronghold does have some fishing spots available if things do get drawn out. You don't want to expect it. Now we're going to have a little build-off here, and Tayson and Eyedrop are going against Snagged, and you see Savage is already kind of put back on the back foot here for a second, having to retreat and heal up, and now he can be up to that 100 HP with no shield, but this is not good if you're Heatsy, Snagged, and Steelix, Shiloh. You don't want to see this trio in your POI.
It might actually be good for both trios. Just depends on who wins overall. This is definitely a push for Surge. It's still first zone, so it's not that much damage overall to either trio. Savage did take a big hit, had that med kit to kind of snap back. Now, though, it looks like Eyedrop, Tayson, and Savage have their classic type of breakdown, chasing a team inside the storm, making sure they can't move without seeing an enemy first. Here's Savage kind of holding the floodgates before Heatsy can really drop out. Running low on mats as well, just 8 left. Looks like the tags are about to come through. Savage, Tayson, and Eyedrop should be confirming a few shots very soon. There's the first shotgun shot, does not land, but now Tayson's hot on their heels.
Tayson, of course, is now all in full aggressive, and so is Savage here. The pursuit is on, and looks like Steely and Heatsy are going to go ahead and drop down below into those safe catacombs. Here goes. Nice look at here. Agent Jonesy's, of course, set this all up, and we talked about the lore of Fortnite here, and it's going to be the moment of a little safe haven, a moment to breathe here. But you still have these deadly trio hunters knocking on the front door. And we talked about Savage and Eyedrop. Their duo ship goes for a long way. But Tayson, it's been on a tear here in the EU region. Literally, Shio could go for a back-to-back-to-back FNCS championship. And that in itself is going to be a storyline that we're going to have to keep an eye on throughout the entire FNCS.
Absolutely. We'll see exactly what happens in Stealthy Stronghold, who makes it out first. Obviously, Tayson has the control over there. On the other side of the map, all the way towards the center, there is a little bit of a battle at the Coliseum / some control for the desert. Might be some oil underneath the dunes we don't know about, but these guys are trying to get rich off those tags. This is Advice, Cubix, and Artor. No eliminations just yet. I think everything's planned for per usual. Sitting right outside the zone, people will have to walk by them at some point. And just like Savage is doing now, they'll get some tags and then move in after the fact. Past that as well, we were watching a bunch of different trios kind of rotate over from those Dirty Docs. Raze, Frey, and Arion are one of them. I would say a trio that's finally now finding some success playing with teammates. They're kind of a mishmash trio. Arion playing with many different players, Frey as well, back and forth. Now these guys are kind of combined into a trio, have a little bit of a wild card aspect to them in their gameplay. They're going to be rotating right beside, you know, a trio that's nothing like a wild card whatsoever. Andalex, Lazy, and X Squeeze, the top contenders, and honestly, the ones who I would say are a shoo-in for first place today. Two very different types of trios in the center of the map.
And what is different as well is the format, as you see here. Victory Royale is going to be 30 points. Second place is going to be 25 points. Third place will be 20 points. And the elim factor is going to be big. That is 2 points, double the amount than what all these competitors have played with. And now you're going to see a little bit of a traffic jam up ahead. Multiple trios all converging on the same rotation. The Play Well trio now is turning and burning and stopping this mismatch team that you're talking about of Raze and Frey and Arion. And they're going to have to slow down here. And these are the kind of situations that you're going to have to navigate as much as possible. Right now, we're seeing, look at the inventory, not that great. And this is what happens when you're not having a solid home or a power POI to work with. You literally have a gray lever action shotgun and a gas can. Out goes the gas cans. Can this play happen? A huge explosion, bang all over the place, and down. What, did Frey survive? Frey may have survived, but Crizzle went down in that battle and Play Well. They're about to be ignited into the flames on this rotation here as we have a battle out here on the Gorgeous Gorge.
Frey was the one to construct this play, but then gets deconstructed completely, dropping down the low, and now a 9-way fight. One trio down, one man in the river. Is going to be so difficult for Arion, Ray, and Frey to reallocate. There we go. They lose that power position up top, have to go all the way down low. This might be really bad for their surge overall as well. The storm is...